Hidden for a long time. You have the knowledge, you know the odds. On Black Journal, Can You Dig It? A game of quick recall, skill, and fun. From New York City, your host, Tony Brown.
Thank you very much, Gene. Hello, everybody. The big prize on Can You Dig It is, of course, knowing yourself. Edmund Burke once said, "A people will never look forward to posterity, who never look backward to their ancestors." Gene, let's meet our first players for the game.
Tony, this is Robin Baylor, a Leo. Bill Ford, a Scorpio. And Grace Minor, an Aries.
The object of the game is to accumulate more points than the other players and thereby achieve the highest score and win prizes containing knowledgeable information, with the biggest prize of all being the knowledge gained of ourselves. The contestants are selected according to their astrological sun sign. There are no two contestants of the same sign on any one round. There are two preliminary rounds. One elimination round for the winners of those, and a bonus round in which the game winner plays the numbers and runs the risk of getting busted for it or winning all. During the preliminary rounds, the contestants will have to ring in, trying to beat the other two contestants. If the contestant does ring in first and answers correctly, he or she will receive the 10-point value for that question. If he or she is incorrect, the other two contestants will have to ring in again. There is no penalty during the preliminary rounds for a wrong answer, and the contestants may interrupt before the question is completed. The round continues until time runs out. The player at the end of the round with the highest score is declared the winner. Two preliminary rounds are played in the same manner. At the end of the second preliminary round, there are two winners. The two winners of the preliminary rounds face each other in an elimination round. But during this round, a wrong answer means a penalty, and the point value of the question is deducted from the player's total. The player should devise a strategy whereby they can ring in early if they feel they know the answer, but be certain that it is the correct answer so they won't be penalized. The trick is to be first and correct. The elimination round continues until the end of allotted time. In case of a tie score, one final question will be given to determine the winner. The winner at the end of the preliminary round goes to the bonus round and plays the numbers. On the bonus board, there are 12 numbers. Behind 11 of the numbers are names of famous blacks with assigned point values totaling 500 points. However, behind one of the numbers is the sign of jeopardy, getting busted. The player can continue to call out numbers and accumulate points until further he gets into trouble or he's gotten all 11 of the famous blacks. If he gets into trouble, he's busted. If he does not get busted, he or she will lose everything. An astrological prediction is made at the beginning of each preliminary round. This is not to advocate astrology as a science, just the form of entertainment. Gene, what are some of the prizes?
Some of the prizes that will be won during this game include beautiful and functional handmade fans from Bolgatanga Marketplace in northern Ghana, handcrafted market baskets found in Dahomey. The fine designs and patterns of color in these baskets is hundreds of years old. That's it, Tony.
When we ask our questions, we're going to determine the category by spinning this wheel, and wherever the wheel stops, we'll ask questions under that category. For an example, this spin will give us as a question category, astrological sign category of Virgo. At that time, we would go to our questions in the Virgo pile, and we would ask the question. We'll be right back with our first questions in 1 minute. I'm Tony Brown, executive producer and host for Black Journal. No one knows better than I about the problems of paying the costs of television productions. We have had to depend a great deal on government and corporate funds to continue bringing our audiences the kind of programming they respond to. You can help with your personal involvement by making your contribution toward the continued success and growth of programs such as Black Journal. We're depending on you. We need you. In the preliminary round, have instructed you that the contestants will be able to interrupt before I've completed a question, and there will be no penalty. And obviously, we're dealing with quick recall and your ability to push the buzzer and, of course, have the right answer. We also have said that we have, with an astrological consultant, compared the charts of all of our contestants. And now, Gene, what is the astrological prediction?
The contestants are favored to win this round in this order: the Scorpio, Bill Ford; the Leo, Robin Baylor; the Aries, Grace Minor.
All right, we start the game by spinning the wheel. And the wheel looks like it's going to stop at Sagittarius. Sagittarius question. Reverend Leon Sullivan is head of A, OIC, B, AETC, C, NMA. Judge? Scorpio.
NMA.
No.
Thank you.
Aries.
OIC.
OIC. It's the correct answer for 10 points for Aries. The founder of the AME Church was A. Aries.
Richard Allen.
Bishop Richard Allen for 10 points for Aries. What black artist was honored by the United States with a commemorative stamp in 1973? Sorry, time is up. Henry Ossawa Tanner.
Oh, Tanner, right.
Spin the category for another category of questions. And it stops at the sign of Libra. Series of Libra questions. On February 1, 1865, the first black admitted to practice as a member of the Supreme Court was A. Plymouth S. Rock, B. John S. Rock, C. An attorney.
John S. Oh,
Scorpio?
sorry. John S. Rock.
John S. Rock is right for 10 points. Only the most qualified attorneys, A, were admitted to practice before the Supreme Court, B, were lawyers, C, were black. Judge? Aries.
We're lawyers.
Yes. No, that is not right. Scorpio.
Black.
No, that is not correct. Leo.
Attorneys.
No, A were admitted to practice before the Supreme Court. That is the correct answer. 10 years earlier, the Supreme Court said, A, blacks, quote, had no rights which the white man was bound to respect. B, any friend of a black is a friend of ours. C, 77 years ago. Aries.
Blacks had no rights.
Blacks had no rights which the white man was bound to respect. For 10 points, you're right. We have a Virgo question. During World War I, 390,000 blacks, A, were wounded in action, B, turned out to be Germans, C, enlisted and served in the United States Armed Forces. Judge. Leo.
Enlisted and served.
Enlisted and served in the United States Army. 62,000 black soldiers experienced A, racial segregation, B, frontline action, C, The American Armed Forces. Judge. Scorpio.
American Armed Forces.
That is not correct. Leo.
Frontline action.
Frontline action for 10 points. During World War I, the United States military was still A, the Army, Navy, and Marines, B, full of fight, Scorpio.
Segregated.
Racially segregated for 10 points.
You gotta get one.
Going to have a Virgo question. Virgo controls psychiatrists. What black psychiatrist is responsible for the crest theory of color confrontation? A, Dr. Alvin Poussaint. B, Dr. Alice Gallardi. Scorpio.
Alice Gallardi.
No, I'll finish. Dr. Francis Weldon. Aries.
Francis Weldon.
Dr. Francis Weldon for 10 points. TCB means Thomas Charles Banneker. Judge. Aries.
Take care of business.
Taking care of business. Right. For 10 points.
This is too much for us.
What former Heisman Trophy Award winner gained 2,003 yards? Aries.
Archie Griffith.
No, I'll finish the question. 2,003 yards in rushing in the National Football League. I'm sorry. The answer is O.J. Simpson. All right, now let's take a look at how we're doing. And we have Leo with 20 points, Scorpio with 20 points. Aries is ahead with 50 points this time.
It's a better game now. It's a fun game now.
All right, I think that now we would like to get to know the contestants a little better. We've seen them in action. We know their signs. Robin Baylor, you're Leo. Tell us a little about yourself.
I'm originally from New York, and I went to college in Los Angeles, and now I'm back in New York trying to get into television and film production.
Any particular aspect you're interested in?
Not as yet, because I'm not totally familiar with it.
Right.
I'm trying to just learn it right now.
Well, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Our Scorpio is, in real life, Bill Ford. Bill, tell us a little about yourself.
Well, most people know me as a businessman, but I have the habit every night about 12 o'clock of going towards a typewriter, and I've been fortunate enough to have produced a novel.
Excellent.
The title of that novel is Requiem for Black American Capitalists.
Requiem for Black American Capitalists. Very good. Aries' name is Grace Minor. Grace, tell us a little about yourself.
I'm from Washington, D.C. I graduated from Howard. I now work for an airlines, and I hope to have my own nursery school in the
Excellent.
future.
Excellent. Good luck to you on that. All right, I think we're going to play a little more. Let's see where the wheel's going to stop this time. Nice, strong roll. Looks like it's going to come up at Scorpio. Scorpio controls chemists. This question has to do with a chemist. Dr. Percy Julian discovered the secret. Judge. Aries.
Cortisone.
Made cortisone available to millions of poor people. Dr. Julian found a method, A, that cannot be used. B, to make cortisone from animals. Judge. Aries.
To make it out of soybeans.
To make cortisone from soybeans for 10 points. Dr. Julian's great breakthrough makes it possible for millions of poor people to get A, a lot sicker, B, Aries.
Cortisone at a minimal price.
No, I'll finish the question. For Scorpio and Leo. B, Medicaid. C, cortisone for their illnesses. Judge. Leo.
Cortisone for their illness.
Cortisone for their illnesses for 10 points. Gonna have an Aquarian question. Aquarius controls astronomy. Known by most people as the man who helped lay out the plan for what? Aries.
Benjamin Banneker.
The answer is Benjamin Banneker. Question was, to help lay out the plan for Washington, D.C., this black man's profession was an astronomer. Next question, the creation of the gas mask and the stop-and-go traffic signal. Aries.
Morgan?
Garrett Morgan invented the gas mask and the stop-and-go traffic signal. Who was Harlem's most famous photographer? A. Gordon Parks. B. James Van Der Zee. C. J. Edward Bailey. Judge.
J. Edward Bailey.
No. Aries.
Parks.
No. Scorpio.
The other cat.
I'm sorry. All right, we'll take a new category. Your cat backfired on you.
Fantastic.
It's going to be under the sign of Taurus. No. Gemini. Nice slow roll. This man is noted for writing, quote, The Invisible Man in 1940. Aries. Scorpio. Scorpio got in first.
Ralph Ellison.
The answer is Ralph Ellison, the writer, author of The Invisible Man. There were no opportunities for the black woman writer on the Broadway stage until this famous person wrote Aries.
Lorraine Hansberry?
Wrote a raisin in the sun for 10 points. You're right. Final question under Gemini. The president of the National Newspaper Publishers Association, the voice of the black press, is Leo.
Russ Worm.
No, the current president of the National Newspaper Publishers Association. He's living. Sorry, time is up. Carlton Goodland. Sagittarius. Who did Walt Frazier, all-star basketball player, pick as his perfect image of womanhood? Lena Horne, Angela Davis, Sophia Loren. Scorpio.
Sophia Loren.
10 points to Scorpio.
I really guessed that I know that would be like him.
Sagittarius also controls basketball. The most valuable player in the National Basketball Association last year was A. Aries.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. 10 points. Who is America's most prominent black tennis player? Judge. Leo.
Arthur Ashe.
Arthur Ashe for 10 points. All right. That signals that we are at the 2-minute mark. And before we announce the winner, we probably want to know who is ahead. And so you can devise your last 2-minute strategy. Leo is 40 points. Scorpio, 40 points. Aries is 110 points. We've got 2 minutes left to play in this contest. We'll get to the next question category. Sagittarius again. Adam Clayton Powell III is the editor and publisher of the A. Amsterdam News, B. Black American, C. New York Age. Judge. Scorpio.
New York Age.
New York Age for 10 points. That's right. What was the first black college in the United States? Aries.
Wilberforce.
Wilberforce University for 10 points. How many of the following publications are from Johnson Publishing Company? Black Stars, Ebony Jr., Sepia, Jet, Ebony. Judge. Leo.
4.
That's correct. The only one is Sepia for 10 points. All right, we'll get a new category. And going to be Libra. George T. Downing did not want to shake the hand of President Judge Aries.
Millard Fillmore, because he signed the Fugitive Slave Law of 1850.
That's right. 10 points. Wow. Downing became so wealthy that in 1860, A, he purchased Rhode Island. B, he purchased President Millard Fillmore. C, he owned an entire city block. Judge, Scorpio.
On an entire city block.
He owned an entire city block for 10 points. That is the end of the contest, and our winner will be, in just one moment, is Aries with 130 points. We're going to be back in a minute with a new group of contestants. Please stick around.
Hello, I'm Tony Brown. We're all eager to get started on a very different Black Journal this year, trying out some new formats that are bound to make you think and laugh a lot too. First, I'll be co-hosting a show we call This Evening with folks like Diane Carroll, Melba Moore, and Sammy Davis. Talk with newsmakers like Jesse Jackson. Fashion and entertainment, backed by Billy Taylor and his orchestra, are all part of a non-stop 60 minutes. Then there's a lively game show called Can You Dig It? With black and white contestants. Finally, there's the Red, Black, and Green, a young adult dance variety show celebrating the varied contributions of Black Americans. It's all here. 3 shows in one on beautiful Black Journal.
We're now going into our second preliminary round, and the winner of this round will play the winner of the first preliminary round, who was an Aries, Grace Minor. And then this winner of this round and Grace Minor will be in the elimination round, and that winner will go to the bonus round. And now let's get introduced and familiar with the contestants for this round. Gene, who do we have?
Tony, this is Albert Dubose, a Scorpio. Sarah Lynch, a Libra. And Robert Knight, a Virgo.
I want you to remember that you may interrupt me when I ask a question. You will not be penalized. If we were in the elimination round, you would be. And you have to develop your strategy based on whether or not you want to risk losing your turn or not. In the first round, we didn't astrologically predict too well. We said it was just a game, just having fun. We did not predict the winner. We are going to attempt again to either predict the winner or not. Gene, let's take a look at who is predicted as the winner for this round.
The contestants are favored to win this round in this order. The Libra, Sarah Lynch. The Virgo, Robert Knight. The Scorpio, Albert Dubose.
All right, let's get the game started by spinning the wheel. See where we're going to stop. What category of questions we'll be dealing with. We'll be dealing with Scorpio. Isaiah Dorman was a cavalry soldier at A.
Little Bighorn.
No. Yes, that's correct. That's correct for 10 points. It's difficult being perfect, isn't it? Isaiah Dorman was not A, scalped by the Indians.
He was
Virgo.
not scalped by the Indians.
He was not scalped by the Indians. The Sioux Indians scalped the white soldiers because scalping was started by Virgo.
The white people.
By whites. That's right for 10 points. Isaiah Dorman was there with Custer. He came out of it pretty well. We're going to try a few musical questions now. And this tune, I'd like you to listen to a few bars of it and tell me who was the composer of this famous song of the 1920s. It's called Charles. Who was the composer of that song? Anybody? Virgo.
Scott Joplin?
No. I'm sorry. The answer is James P. Johnson. The next tune. What singer and former college athlete made this song a hit? I'm sorry, your time is up. Johnny Mathis. In the late 50s, this popular singing group gave us this classic. They were the Platters. We'll spin the wheel. And we get to Sagittarius. Sagittarius controls universities. Howard University was founded in 1867 and named A, Howie's College, B, in honor of General Virgo.
Oliver Howard.
General Oliver Howard for 10 points. Howard University was originally established for blacks, but A, has become integrated, drawing faculty and students from all races. B, became an all-white school. Judge? Scorpio.
Has become integrated.
Has become integrated. 10 points for Scorpio. Howard University houses the A, faculty and students, B, Freedmen's Bureau, C, famous Moreland collection on black history. Virgo.
The Moreland Collection.
The Moreland collection on black history for 10 points. The next category of questions is Capricorn. It's Capricorn as I see it here, if I may. In 1951, Sergeant Cornelius H. Charleston became the first black, A, over the top in career, B, to command a platoon, C, to be awarded the Congressional Medal of Honor during the Korean War. Judge? Virgo.
The Congressional Medal of Honor.
That's right, for 10 points. Sergeant Charleston was mortally wounded, yet he single-handedly, A, destroyed an enemy machine gun emplacement, B, won the war, C, destroyed his medal. Virgo.
Destroyed a machine gun emplacement.
Destroyed a machine gun emplacement. Two other blacks won the Congressional Medal of Honor during the Korean War. They were A, badly shot up, B, PFC William Thompson and Naval Hospital Corpsman William R. Chartette, C, brave. Libra.
Thompson and Chartette.
Thompson and Chartette for 10 points. Okay, let's take a look at how we're doing score-wise. We have 10 points for Scorpio, 10 points for Libra. Virgo is ahead with 70 points. At the beginning of the show, we knew you, or you were introduced basically by sign. Right now, let's see if we can have the opportunity to get to know you a little better. Albert, tell us a little about yourself.
I'm from Durham, North Carolina, and presently I'm in school at Union Seminary in New York and working part-time at the National Council of Churches.
Very good. Thank you very much for being with us. The Libran is Sarah Lynch. What about you, Sarah?
Well, I'm originally from New Jersey. I attended college briefly in Atlanta, and presently I'm employed in Manhattan. And
What do you
working.
do in Manhattan?
I'm a receptionist.
What kind of company? Kind of firm?
Broadcasting company.
Broadcasting firm.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for being with us, Sarah. Robert Knight, you may be temporarily in the lead. At least you are in the lead. Tell us a little about yourself.
Well, I'm from North Carolina, too. I'm presently a systems analyst for Compatibility Processing Corporation. And I'm studying filmmaking at the City College of New York, where I'm also an associate editor of the paper.
Very good. Thank you very much, Steve. All right, let's go back to battle. Pick another category. Aquarius. Aquarius controls machines and inventions. Pisces. Thank you, thank you. What does Operation PUSH stand for? Virgo.
People united to save humanity.
People united to save humanity. What is Soledad? A. Virgo.
It's a prison.
It's a prison. That's correct. It's a prison where George Jackson died. Bird or yard bird was the jacket that jazz lovers from coast to coast hung on A. Virgo.
Charlie Bird.
Charlie
Parker.
Parker, right. For 10 points. All right, Charlie Bird. Not exactly. Almost. That's Aquarius. This is machines, inventions. The coin-changing device used in Virgo.
The coin-changing device was invented by Holmes.
By Charles F. Holmes, a black man. Right for 10 points. Charles F. Holmes, a black, invented the coin-changing device in A. New York, B. 1939, C. 1391. Judge. Virgo.
1939.
Right, for 10 points. Charles F. Holmes' coin-changing device is A. Smaller than a building brick.
Smaller than a building brick.
That's right, for 10 points. Scorpio. Our next category is going to be almost Taurus, almost Gemini. Leo. Leo category. Leo controls stars, prominent people. Who was the first black woman to star at the Metropolitan Opera House? Virgo.
Was it Leontine Price?
It was Leontine Price for 10 points. A well-known black stage producer in New York is A. Woody Smith, B. Woody King, C. Woody Strode. Judge. Virgo.
Woody King.
Woody King is right for 10 points. What black producer, writer, composer had 2 Broadway plays? Ain't Supposed to Die Next. Scorpio.
Melvin Van Peebles.
Melvin Van Peebles for 10 points. Scorpio. All right, Cancer. In 18th century Europe, it was a common practice to baptize children with names characteristic of their color. How many of the following were black surnames? A. Moret, spelled M-O-R-E-E-T. B. Moore, M-O-O-R-E. C. Blackman, B-L-A-C-K-M-A-N. D. Blackmure, B-L-A-C-K-M-U-I-R. Scorpio.
2.
No. Judge. Virgo.
All of them.
All right. They're all derivations of Moore. The English people between 1440 and 1834, A. absorbed the black slaves into the population. B. freed them and sent them back to Africa. C. sent them to the New World as indentured servants. Libra.
C. Sent them to the world?
No, that is not correct. The answer is A. absorbed the black slaves into the population. Which of the following black saints of the Catholic Church was also a general in the Roman army? Saint Benedict the Moor, Saint Maurice of Aganon, Virgo.
St. Maurice.
St. Maurice of Aganom. Right. 10 points. That is the 2-minute warning whistle. Let's see, at this point in the game, we're almost down to the finals. Scorpio with 30 points, Libra with 10, Virgo is still ahead with 160 points. Okay. We'll get right on with our questions. And we're going to have questions this time under the sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius, as we mentioned earlier, rules universities. Dr. George E. Haynes was the first black man to earn from Scorpio.
PhD from Columbia.
A PhD from Columbia for 10 points. Dr. George E. Haynes was one of the earliest pioneers in A, the Wild West, B, the study of race relations, C, Columbia University. Scorpio.
Race relations.
Race relations for 10 points. Scorpio. Dr. George E. Haynes was executive director of A, the National Urban League, B, the Pioneering Association, C, PhDs. Scorpio.
National Urban League.
National Urban League for 10 points. All right, our next category is going to be Libra. William H. Lewis was Assistant United States Attorney General, A, from 1911 to 1913, B, 5 times, C, under President Eisenhower. Libra.
Under President Eisenhower?
No. Can you take it, Virgo? Scorpio.
11 to 13.
1911, 1913. 10 points for Scorpio. At Howard University, William H. Lewis was captain of the A, debating team, B, football team, C, chess team. Judge, Scorpio.
Debating team.
No. Libra.
Chess team?
No. Virgo.
The football team?
Football team, right. 1903, Theodore Roosevelt appointed William H. Lewis Attorney General, Assistant Attorney, for A, Boston, B, California, C, the entire world. Libra.
Boston?
For Boston, for 10 points for Libra. All right, we want to take a look now at the score. It's 70 for Scorpio, 20 for Libra, and 120 for Virgo. All right, we'll be right back with some more questions right after this message.
Hello, I'm Tony Brown. We're all eager to get started on a very different black journal this year, trying out some new formats that are bound to make you think and laugh a lot too. First, I'll be co-hosting a show we call This Evening with folks like Diane Carroll, Melba Moore, and Sammy Davis. Talk with newsmakers like Jesse Jackson. Fashion and entertainment, backed by Billy Taylor and his orchestra, are all part of a non-stop 60 minutes. Then there's a lively game show called Can You Dig It? With black and white contestants. Finally, there's the Red, Black, and Green, a young adult dance variety show celebrating the varied contributions of black Americans. It's all here. 3 shows in one on beautiful Black Journal.
Get right back. I made an error last time. I reported Your score, Virgo, is 120. It was 170. I apologize. I will spin the wheel. And the category of questions we get. And we'll be stopping at Capricorn. Under Capricorn. Who is the president? Presidents are controlled by the sign of Capricorn. Of the borough of Manhattan in New York. Judge? Libra.
Percy Sutton.
Percy Sutton for 10 points for Libra. What well-known syndicated columnist was formerly the first black deputy police commissioner in New York City? Virgo.
Roy Wilkins.
No. Sorry, the answer is Billy Rowe. Maynard Jackson is the mayor of what city? Libra.
Atlanta.
Atlanta, Georgia for 10 points for Libra. That's the bell. It signals the end of the show, of this elimination round, I might say. And the winner is Virgo. The score, your final score, I believe, is 170. It's 170, Libra is 40, and Scorpio is 70. Now, Virgo will oppose Aries, Grace Manor, who won preliminary round 1 in the elimination round, and the winner of that round will be the bonus person who will play the numbers. And we'll be back after this very short pause for the elimination round with the winners of the 2 preliminary rounds.
I'm Tony Brown, executive producer and host for Black Journal. No one knows better than I about the problems of paying the costs of television productions. We have had to depend a great deal on government and corporate funds to continue bringing our audiences the kind of programming they respond to. You can help with your personal involvement by making your contribution toward the continued success and growth of programs such as Black Journal. We're depending on you. We need you.
Gemini.
Brave men in battle.
Right, for 10 points.
What have Afro-American culture, prizes, contestants, and astrology got to do with Black Journal? Well, let me tell you. This is Tony Brown, and we've put all these ingredients together into America's first Afro-American game show called Can You Dig It? I know you'll enjoy it. The questions will fascinate you. The angles are wild. How many game shows predict their winners by charting their astrological signs? It's a whole new twist, and as a bonus, we even play the numbers. We're all excited about it. I hope you'll join us for some fast action evenings with the biggest prize of all, the knowledge we gain of ourselves. Can you dig it? Another edition of beautiful Black Journal.
Congratulations on being the winner of the first and second preliminary round. Let me just remind you of the rules in this round. You will be penalized if you interrupt me before I finish a question, and you answer it incorrectly. You will be penalized by the point total of that question, okay? Please keep that in mind. All right, we'll spin, pick the first category. Let's see. We'll be dealing with Aries, Taurus, Cancer, Leo. What famous singer-pianist was born Eunice Kathleen Wayman? Aries.
Nina Simone.
Nina Simone for 10 points. All right. What famous singer made her national television debut on Black Journal? A. Nancy Wilson. B. Diane Carroll. C. Roberta Flack. Judge? Aries? Aries.
Roberta Flack.
Roberta Flack for 10 points. A former track star who is now famous as an entertainer is A. Sammy Davis, B. Dick Gregory, Virgo.
Dick Gregory.
Dick Gregory for 10 points for Virgo. His real name was John Arthur Johnson, but in the boxing ring he was Virgo.
Jack Johnson.
Jack Johnson for 10 points. How many of these famous singers is also a pianist? A. Aretha Franklin, B. Carmen McRae, C. Dinah Washington, D. Sarah Vaughan, E. Roberta Flack. Judge. Virgo.
4.
Aries. No.
All of the above.
All are 10 points. King Oliver was A. King. Virgo.
He was a singer.
No, you have lost 10 points. Let me finish the question. King, B, Prince, C, ruler of Haiti, D, trumpet player, E, rich plantation owner. Aries.
Trumpet player.
Trumpet player for 10 points. And now, we'll have some musical questions. What well-known singer made Georgia popular? Virgo.
Ray Charles.
Ray Charles for 10 points. Who was the composer of Glenn Miller's big hit, In the Mood?
Garvin.
Virgo.
Garvin. Garvin.
Garvin?
Yes, I don't remember his first
No, that is not correct. Aries?
Garland.
Joe Garland, right. Who wrote Take the A Train? Aries.
Strayhorn.
Billy Strayhorn for 10 points for Aries. All right, we'll go back to the wheel, take our next category. Next category is, I believe, Virgo. Timbuktu was famous as a city of, no. Sorry, I'll start the question over. Timbuktu was in the nation of A, Songhai, B, Egypt, C, United States. Virgo.
Songhai.
Songhai in West Africa, right for 10 points. All right, that is the warning whistle. The next time we hear a sound, it will be the end of the program. And now our scores are Virgo 10, Aries is ahead, she has 60 points. The best business in Timbuktu was A, restaurants, B, book trading, C, not doing very well. A, restaurants, B, book trading, C, not doing very well. The best business in, I'm sorry, the answer is book trading. In Timbuktu, there were over 1,600 books in A, the whole city, B, the mayor's office, C, one private library. Aries.
Private library.
One private library, 10 points. Our next questioning category is Taurus. They called him the greatest cowboy that ever lived. He invented the art of bulldogging. This legendary figure was called A, Wilson Pickett, B, Aries.
Bill Pickett.
Bill Pickett is right, 10 points. Referred to as the Black Swan, she was the first black concert singer in America to achieve international fame. Aries.
Elizabeth Taylor Garfield.
No, not quite. Virgo. Elizabeth Taylor Greenfield.
Boo. Boo.
What famous trumpet star also does voices on Sesame Street? Aries.
Dizzy Gillespie.
Dizzy Gillespie for 10 points. Now, our next category of questions is Scorpio. The first open heart surgery was performed
by Dr. Daniel Hale Williams.
That's right, for 10 points for Virgo. Mr. Daniel Hale Williams. At the end of the game, our score is Virgo 20, and our winner is Aries at 80. Come and join me at the Numbers Bowl. All right, now let me congratulate you again.
Thank you.
For winning the one round preliminary round and the elimination round. Now remember, we're going to play the numbers, and in playing the numbers, you get busted, or you can get busted. Now there are 12 numbers. Behind 11 of these numbers, there are names of famous blacks, and there are number designations that you will receive. Behind one of these numbers, however, there is the sign of jeopardy, and you will get busted and lose all that you have won. Now, the more points that you accumulate, the more prizes, the more book sets that you will win. Are you ready to play?
Yes.
All right. Yep. What is your first selection?
I'm an Aries, and that's the first sign, so I want number 1.
You sure you want number 1?
I want number 1.
Number 1, let's see what it is. 85 points, Frederick Douglass. Okay. What's your next selection?
I need some help.
What do you think, audience? Go! Number?
3.
Number 3, you sure? Yeah. All right. 75. Harriet Tubman. All right, you're still alive. Your next one?
Number 7.
7? Number 7? 7. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You never play 7 in the numbers. You roll 7 when you play dice. It's been a good game.
I enjoyed it.
And you still get to keep the prizes that you won in the preliminary round. And we'd like to thank you again for playing the numbers on Can You Dig It. Let's congratulate our winner, ladies and gentlemen.